Some of you might be wondering, why humanoid? The word humanoid usually applies in science fiction to things that are human-looking but aren't actually human. Vampires, werewolves, aliens. I've always had a joke with my friends that I try to emulate human behavior and speech. That's the name, that's the explanation. There's also a poem though, so.
Yes.
Don't panic. 7th grade. I'm reading The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for the first time, and I'm barely paying attention to the conversation. My friends are getting pumped up about our touch football game. They're figuring out teams and which players they want to be, and I'm identifying with Arthur Dent, a man who never truly fit in as a human being. Arthur Dent never found his place on Earth. He found it on other worlds. Everybody else is dreaming about playing ball professionally, and I'm staring at the sky, searching for a hint of possibility, those 3 or 4 stars peeking through the glow of city living. I'm dreaming of finding a place that I can fit in. 7th grade. I'm at an age where my awkwardness is no longer a joke that I'm in on. Now there is less, aw, he's shy. That's adorable. Now there is more, make eye contact, stop daydreaming, stop talking so fast, stop mumbling, stop running away in the middle of conversations. It was always difficult for me to explain the way that social interaction felt like walking through a field of flowers that had been planted on a field of landmines. I had always felt different. This was the first time that I saw that as a bad thing. By this point, I had begun to consider myself a chameleon. I manage easily enough to find groups that I blend in with. My colors match their colors well enough that unless you look, you cannot see where my edges blurred. Always close enough, but never quite the same. I would stay until someone started to notice. I'm convinced that at least one person at Sycamore Junior High actually thought my name was Where You Been? By the end of 7th grade, I started spending less time around people. I started watching the sky more. My family visits Yosemite, where the sky is a velvet blanket, a pattern of stars woven into the fabric of it. Each blinking, brilliant, shimmering thing was intriguing. What was out there? Would I find understanding among their people? I used to search for signs that I wasn't from Earth. It would make sense. Rod Serling would stand in the background as I was reunited with my people. My whole life having been an episode of The Twilight Zone. Now that, I could accept. I have never been all that great at this being human. Don't panic. It's 2018. I am still awkward. Social interaction is still something that I stumble through, and I do still watch the sky searching for signs of life on other planets. But I have found my place on this one. Among these people, I belong. My edges do not blur here. I am accepted exactly as I am. So if anybody actually has me on Facebook, I promised that I would tell terrible jokes and pointless stories in between poems. And there's a fun fact about this. I did that poem and that whole speech about how awkward I am at an event where the woman that I dated for a while was also at the event. We were like 2 months into the relationship. I'm like, things have gotten really like cold. What happened? She was like, I don't know. I never expected you to be socially awkward. You never expected me to be socially awkward? If you're going to date a poet, listen to the poems they do. Anyway.